What is up? What is up? It's Mike Frank with Berkshire Hathaway, back with Christian Olson, talking about real estate net worth. Christian, what's going on today?
Not much. We got a new homebuyer happy hour event, August 18th at 6:30. Bar Casino, Fells Point, Baltimore. Come join us. It'll be a good time. Tacos, drinks, churros from Mike. I'll bring some cookies.
We're going to taco about real estate. That's like the funny thing. I feel like everybody does it, and it's still really funny. It does not get old. Anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit about real estate. We're going to talk about home buying in today's market, and we have some people coming that are looking to sell and buy a home just because it's kind of intimidating. So really excited to get some people together, talk a little bit more, and kind of, I keep saying it, continue to get back to sense of normalcy. Anyway, so today we're talking about real estate net worth. We're talking about how to get the most out of your home equity when you're making improvements on a home, whether you're selling or you're just thinking about making an improvement today. What's going to be the best return on your investment? So we took this together and we got the top 10 things that you can do to get ROI on your house.
So before we start, I have a question. Do you think because we're returning to some kind of normal market that more sellers are going to be, doing updates to their home rather than having buyers go with their firstborn child to get maybe something that's not as updated or not as renovated?
I'm going to answer it a different way. I'm sure this doesn't surprise anybody. So in my opinion, through the whole pandemic, 2020, everything that's happened, my prominence was to try and offer sellers the best value. So showing the sellers what we can do to get your home sold for the most money. And it was many of these small improvements. We took that approach to really provide buyers with the opportunity. And I think agents like ourselves are going to be the ones that are in the market in 2024. So while we may see some people making improvements that priorly had not, I think we're going to see the agents that sold those homes going away and more agents like us increasing these values because you're getting a great ROI. I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, kind of.
You
did take it down a different route than I was planning, but
yeah, I just think that there's a lot of shitty agents in the world, and I think that if we take our opportunity to help them become better, they're going to start to adopt this system, and when the market shifts again, they're going to utilize this even through a market shift. They're not just going to rely on the buyers to pay a premium. We're going to set the expectation for the sellers that this is how you sell your home.
Okay.
So it's interesting because I said to Liv this morning, the very first thing that we do when we're listing and selling a home is we look at the heart of the home, the kitchen. And that's known as like the best improvement that you can make.
I didn't know that.
You guys can't see my quotation marks.
They can. There's a camera right there.
Those of you can. But those of you that are listening. So I think one of the things that's wild about this is that kitchen is not even on the top.
It's not even number one.
It is the third one. A minor kitchen renovation is number 3. But I think we know a kitchen renovation returns the highest ROI because it's the heart of the home. When you're spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, even $50,000 or even more on a renovation of the kitchen, you want to get that ROI. But it didn't fall as high on our list, and I think it's because we were looking directly at renovation to resale value, which is probably different than market value of a renovated home.
Okay, explain a little bit more.
So like your parents have lived in their house for 25 years.
Yeah.
And right before they sell, they renovate their kitchen.
Okay.
So they spend $45,000. They've got a big house.
Yeah.
So they're going to spend $45,000. Are they going to get $90,000 in return? No. They wouldn't get $90,000 because the house isn't all of a sudden worth way more than every other home in the community. It's worth a little bit more. And maybe a little bit more than every other home in the community. But without that major kitchen remodel, they're not going to see that return. Now, flip the script. Someone that lives in their home for 20 years, that renovates their kitchen, that improves the value of their home, and then over the next 10 years continues to do bathrooms and garages and decks and outdoor spaces, that home is going to raise value in the long run. I think. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it.
I see what you're saying, kind of like building over time instead of just right when you want to go sell,
right.
Try to do as much as you can.
Right, which is why, ironically, large kitchen remodel is like way down here. It's number 6. The average cost of a large kitchen remodel is $43,900, and the average return is $39,900. That doesn't surprise me at all. Whereas the average cost of a minor kitchen remodel is $15,000, and a minor kitchen remodel can be appliances, repainting or refinishing the cabinets, a fresh coat, a fresh knob and pull. Those are minor improvements. I mean, $15,000 for an average return of $14,600. And I think when you look at Joe Wilson's house, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Boom. Liv just texted me that. When you look at Joe Wilson's house, that's what we did, right?
Yeah.
We didn't spend $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 on his kitchen. How much did we spend on his kitchen?
I mean, we really didn't do much. We just painted the cabinets.
I bet you, including the cost of the appliances, we spent $8,000.
We didn't buy any appliances.
But he did.
What did he buy?
So he had a set of stainless steel appliances in the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you
which
meant...
weren't original to the house.
Yeah.
Right?
I see what you're saying.
So then the total cost, the appliances plus the maintenance and the improvements. So I don't think that we spent $15,000, and we definitely got a great return on that.
I mean, we got a great return overall.
Right. But I think that's why this falls under number 3. And number 1, at a minor bathroom remodel, is the same thing.
Okay, so quick story. My friend Joe wanted to sell his house in the condition it was only probably worth $300,000. So we got some contractors out there to renovate the home, try to boost its value, and we ended up selling it. We listed for $400,000, sold for $460,000.
Round of applause for everyone.
Now, what do you think was the best part of that renovation? Like, if you had to pick, the minor bathroom repair or the painting in the kitchen or the flooring or what have you, what do you think had the most impact? Or is that really just kind of like
I think if you were to parse it out, you wouldn't have the same return.
Right.
So if you were to just do the kitchen, you wouldn't have the same return. If you were to just do the bathroom, you wouldn't have the same return. I think the key is that if we took minor bathroom remodel at 102% return, we took landscaping at 100% return. We took, I lost my third page. Oh, there it is. We took kitchen remodel at 98.5% return. We didn't convert a bedroom. We didn't do a major bathroom remodel or any other major improvements. The lower improvements aren't on our list, right? We're talking taking the top 3 things: minor bathroom, minor kitchen, and landscaping return. We spent $30,000, $38,000, and the dudes, we were expecting $80,000 return.
Yeah.
We ended up getting a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just look at this and it's interesting. The more we talk about it, the more I think it's compelling.
Now, do you think if the market wasn't the way that it was when we put his house on the market, would we have gotten up to $460,000? Would the return have been as great?
$460,000?
So in a normalized market, where do you see that home selling?
Where our numbers were.
Okay.
Low end, bottom dollar, absolutely low, $385,000.
Yeah.
But what we anticipated was $410,000, $415,000. That's what we anticipated.
Right.
And that's what I think the market should do. I think that in a normal market, you should be able to predict your sales price. You can't predict the market. Do you disagree?
No, I agree.
I think when you're looking at these remodels, the most important thing is understanding that you're not overspending. Like entry door replacement.
Well, that was another thing because Joe was almost thinking hey, we were going to have almost like a new construction house. Everything was going to look brand spanking new, right? We were just updating the house, getting it to look much better than it was, but without it looking like a new construction house. Like everything in there was perfect, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people have this confusion of hey, this is what we're going to do.
Right.
And they compare it to all these other crazy homes that have just been built or stuff that you see on TV and on Instagram or magazines. And why isn't my home looking like this? Well, at that point, you dump way too much money in it to even make that renovation worth it.
So let's just take, I'm just looking at my notes here, right? Let's just take number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Major kitchen remodel at $43,000 average. Entry door replacement at $1,400 average. Deck porch addition at $11,000 average. A bathroom remodel at an average cost of $51,000, which is crazy. And then replacement windows at an average cost of $9,700.
Oh,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I thought you said bathroom remodel, $51,000.
Basement remodel. I did say bathroom remodel. I meant basement remodel. Anyway, bathroom. So if we took this, right, so 40, 45, 55, 95, 105,000. If we invested 105,000, yeah, we would have had a fully brand new house, and he would have given up $70,000 in equity, which kind of trends here because you're looking at 9% equity here on the kitchen remodel, 10% on the entry door replacement, 10% on the deck patio, 10% on the basement remodel, and 11% on the windows. So if we were to give up, let's just say 12% total on our $100,000 of investment, I mean, we would have given up significantly more than 12 grand. The proof is in the pudding, but this is just averages. I think the key to understand here is that when you're getting your home ready to sell, you should be spending money on things that actually matter. And it's proof in the pudding right here. $9,700 replacement window cost. Average return is $8,700. You're not seeing the value. People say it all the time. Oh, I'm going to do the floors, the doors, the windows, the garage doors. For what?
And averages suck.
Yeah, I mean, they're averages for that reason.
Windows costing $9,700. That seems relatively cheap.
That's pretty common. $600 a window, 20 windows to a house, 12 grand.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I look at these numbers, I'm thinking to myself where we're going wrong as a community. And in my opinion, we're educating our consumer that the kitchen is the biggest investment. So you should invest in a kitchen. And they spend 30, 40, 50 grand on a renovated kitchen, but they don't do anything to improve that value. And then they lose in the long run. That's my opinion. Liv has something to add.
Why don't you say it out loud? Do you think
She doesn't have
people
a mic.
should renovate before selling?
We should have a Q&A section where people can live text.
I guess it depends. How much equity can they cash out on if they do renovations? Is the money going to be worth it? In this case for Joe Wilson's house, hell yeah, we took that and ran. Built up his house and he was able to cash out. What are you about to hit? I don't like you.
My answer is yes.
Okay.
Yes. Should you renovate before selling?
Well, then,
yes.
okay, what defines a renovation?
That's the question. That's why we're here today.
Boom!
So, in my opinion, yes, you need to renovate before selling your home. You need to get your home as ready for the market as it could be. And so many times it's just something simple. Like, how about a fresh coat of paint? You don't realize how fucking dirty your house is. A fresh coat of paint. For example, how much do buyers care on first impression? You know? Don't you know? So in my opinion, Liv's point, how much do buyers care on first impression? When a buyer walks through a house and it needs paint, it needs everything.
Yeah.
I like to tell sellers to stage homes because when there's not furniture there, it exposes everything. Mm. Like, how about the little spot on the carpet from where your couch has been sitting? How about the discoloration on the hardwood from where your area rug has been for the last 7 years?
Yeah.
Did you know that you're supposed to roll up your area rugs and let the floors breathe in the summer?
I don't think anybody knows that.
Yeah, right. See, I know that because I had to do that in the spring. It was annoying as shit. But floors aren't discolored. You'll notice in my house right now, there's no area rug.
Even in the living room, underneath.
It's not there. I took it up.
You also don't keep your house at a comfortable temperature.
Shut the fuck up. We maintain a common temperature. No, we allow the floors to breathe so that they don't discolor. And I think that most people neglect those things. So when they're getting ready to sell their house, they pull the bureau, they pull the buffet away from the wall, and all of a sudden there's a mark on the wall where the buffet was because the sun has drenched the paint. It's been there for 12 years, and they haven't painted that wall in 12 years. Should they renovate their house before selling? Yes. That's it.
Have you ever heard of sellers inspecting their home before they put it on the market?
Yeah.
Has it ever been normal?
No.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
Have sellers gotten appraisals before they listed their house?
No.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, I don't
They
know.
do it all the time. They're like, I had this appraised last year. Why does it not matter?
Because it was last year.
Why?
Because it's not the same market conditions as it was.
But why?
I don't know.
An appraisal is trash as soon as you have it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
It doesn't serve any purpose for anybody else ever. Ever. 5 minutes later, it's trash. Right? When a seller has the home inspected, they should then make repairs from the home inspection so that there are fewer repairs for the buyer, not so that the buyer doesn't have a home inspection. Because the home inspection is what?
I don't know where you're going with this.
The home inspection is the buyer's chance to learn about their home.
Okay.
Right? Be introduced to where the water shutoff is, where the gas shutoff is, how the radon system works. Right? If this outlet trips, the breaker replace or the GFCI is in that space. Oftentimes it's on the main level bathroom, by the way. If you guys don't know that, your main level half bath oftentimes has your GFCI that controls the bathrooms upstairs. But like that's what a home inspection is for. It's an educational process. It's not a find the problems process. So if you take away that educational process from the buyer, what are you providing them except telling them there's no problems with this home?
Yeah.
You're not helping them do anything. I feel like Liv is over there texting. Like in my peripheral in the darkness, I can see her. What does it say? So you think it's more valuable to do upkeep while they live rather than do a large renovation right before selling? Yes.
Yes.
That's what we said. So a large renovation right before selling doesn't make sense. Because, okay, Liv just got a new car. Congratulations. What if right before you got your new car, your old car, which still ran and everything was fine, what if you replaced the 2 front seats? Replace them. Brand new. Like racing seats, 4-point straps and everything.
Could you imagine that in the Beetle?
Yes. Especially when Liv is driving.
Oh my God.
Okay, but like what if, what if? Would your car be worth more money? Those are the seats that you sit in every day. They're way more comfortable now. But it wouldn't be worth more money because what about the scratch on the side of the car? What about the back seat that's dirty and stained? What about the carpets that have that stain from that one time that you left Jelly Bellies in your car for too long and they melted? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense to spend all that money on this is where you live. And that's what sellers tell us every single day. Well, this is what the buyer wants. Well, how do you know? What if this buyer wants a downstairs bar?
Yeah.
What if that buyer wants an outdoor kitchen? And you just spent all this money on a kitchen. And all I can hear is Brandon Petrie in my head. Do, 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 do. That's all I can hear. Anyway, what are you thinking? She's typing. I'm always afraid when Liv is typing. Anyway, so I think that's what I took away from this research was, hey, Bobby's calling. What I took away from this research was that the repair value that we're analyzing is the pre-sale value. We're analyzing that if you spend $51,000 to finish your basement, you will return $46,000, which is an ROI of 90.1%. And it's great. It's great to have a finished basement, but I don't think that that's in practice in the world. If your seller says to you, should I finish my basement or should I not? The difference is not, will I get $51,000 back? The difference to me is, will I attract a different buyer that will pay more money in the future? If I do it right now today, it's my one improvement, but I didn't improve the bathrooms, I didn't change the windows, I didn't do these other things, and all of a sudden it sticks out like a sore thumb. But if you did it today and you sold your home in 10 years, and all the while you improved the bathrooms, you improved the windows, you improved the floors, the carpets, the other things, 10 years from today, that basement remodel is going to pay off handsomely. But if you do it right before you sell, I don't think it's valuable.
My parents still have an unfinished basement. They bought the house 20 years ago.
Well, you live in the middle of nowhere.
I see a lot of unfinished basements in Southern Maryland. I was showing Steven and Aaron a property that they really wanted.
Have they made an offer on a property?
No, well, he wanted to put one on that, but he wasn't pre-approved. And I've been preaching to him for months. Get pre-approved, and when you see that home, you'll be able to make an offer. And he didn't. And then it's when you need the sad one, the sad noise.
Oh, wait.
There.
There you go. I got you.
Do you think there's ever a time where, like, this home that they wanted to put an offer in on, in Southern Maryland, the community over the last 20 years has continued to grow, and I think it probably still will. Do you think having that ability for the buyer to finish the basement would attract them because they know if they finish it, and then the market value still tends to go up, that finished basement might add more value later on down the road than it is now?
Maybe. What if that finished basement led to expanding the sunroom? What if finishing the basement led to building out an outdoor workout facility? What if that finished basement led to a finished full bathroom that didn't exist prior? You wouldn't put the bathroom in without finishing the basement. But like, what if you did additional things over the life of your time being there that improved the value of the home? I'm afraid that if we look strictly for dollars and cents, we're going to say, don't finish your basement because it's $51,000 average cost and your cost of return is only $46,000. And if you take a real investment approach, you'd have to get 70-some thousand to really make it worth your time. And I don't think that makes sense.
No.
I think that far and away, finishing your basement is worth a lot more than what it says here on the page. But if you do it right to finish the house, it's just because people can see through that one thing that you did, right? Like, think of the house that's got fresh paint, but the carpets are all old. How do your buyers receive that? They don't care that it has fresh paint.
Yeah.
Now I have to do the carpets. Might as well paint the house. But if you do the little things, fresh paint, fresh carpets, all new electrical throughout, new interior door knobs and handles.
It surprises me how much that makes a difference.
Makes a huge difference. Go back to your home inspection question. Should you have a home inspection before you sell a home? No. Because what are you going to do? Fix the outlet that doesn't work? What about the paint that you didn't address?
Yeah.
What if you just took care of your house the way that it should be taken care of? And when you are going to make these improvements, you do the minor things. Number 1, minor bathroom remodel. Number 2, landscaping. Number 3, a minor kitchen remodel. Oh, number 4 is an interesting one. Attic bedroom conversion. I didn't even know that.
I would not want to sleep in the attic.
Why is it? Because it's too hot up there?
Yeah.
Because
Like
nobody
your
keeps it. Nobody keeps it an acclimated temperature that's happy to your soul. In my opinion, I think that yes, you need to renovate your house before you sell it. Yes, you should be doing these things at an average cost. You should not be hiring a contractor that's going to charge you $70,000 to freshly paint your house, do some new floors, change out some outlets, and maybe improve the kitchen by painting the cabinets. But yes, you need to renovate your house. If you're not, you're giving up every penny. What's Corey Jones, his brother? What's his name?
Carl.
Did he renovate his house?
No.
Did he put it on the market?
He did.
Did it sell?
No.
So asked and answered.
Prime example.
Right, because he wanted market value. And market doesn't see value in his home because it's not condition that equals the value of the market. Who's going to get this call?
Me.
Christian.
Please. Who got it?
I'll tell you in a second. Someone from our team already accepted this call. I will tell you who got it.
Olson?
That's not it. Dun, 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 dun. For those of you that are paying attention, what we're looking at here is someone on our team collected a lead call that did not go to Christian.
We had a Zillow call and everyone just races to their phone.
And I can't tell you who it was. It's not me.
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
Kevin?
Not who you think it was.
It's Allison.
It's Allison. Go, Allison. At any rate. All right. So I think the summary here is that you need to renovate your house. Yes, you need to renovate your house. It's got to happen.
It's got to. It comes back to, I think, the education of how to also take care of your house. Because that could solve a lot of problems. And I feel like people don't have the knowledge to do that. You do a very good job of that. And
Yeah.
that makes me think like, hey, do we have, instead of a home buyer class, maybe we have a how to take care of your home class?
What if your buyer said, do I have to go to the home inspection? What do you say?
I say, I'll make you go to the home inspection.
What if you said to your buyers, you need to go to the home inspection because this is your opportunity to learn about your home and understand how to take care of it?
I tell them that all the time.
Do they go?
Most of the people.
All right, there you go. For the win.
But then the thing is, like, do they actually take away? Or are they present in the moment? Are they following around asking the home inspector all the questions that they have? Most recently, Conrad and Erica, they went into their home, had the inspection. Tim was there, and they were like, Tim was great. Like, we followed him around. Even I talked to Tim afterwards. He's like, yeah, Conrad was like behind me the whole time, just firing away questions.
That's
like,
awesome.
That's what we love to see.
That's awesome.
And a lot of people don't take advantage of that opportunity.
I'm also going to maybe cut home inspectors down a little bit. I feel like home inspectors in the last 5 years have gotten really sloppy. They've gone in and they've said, hey, have a seat here in the kitchen. If you guys want to measure things, this is your opportunity. Take some pictures, whatever. I'll come find you when I have a problem. Yo, that's not your job.
Yeah.
That's not your job. Your job is not to walk around the house and be like, oh, are you guys happy? Do you need some Starbucks? No, your job is to be like, come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. We're going to the bedrooms. Let's go. Let's go. Why do you care? Because it's your house. Let's go. Come on. We're going to go. Here's how you work the faucet. What's really funny, this had me rolling, and I'm not going to call anybody out, but I had a home inspector come to my house and ask me how to turn on the shower. True story.
A home inspector?
A home inspector. And I found it humorous because it's just like, this is your opportunity to learn about the home. What would happen if that was the buyer? And then the buyer moves into my home, and then they have to call me after they buy the house to say, how do you turn on the shower?
Yeah.
Well, your home inspector figured it out. Or in this case, your home inspector didn't figure it out. But like, your home inspector figured it out. Why can't you? Why aren't you using that as a tool for you and for you as your agent for your buyers?
Yeah.
Home inspectors have gotten lazy. And they're trying to be that way because of the litigious society that we live in. What if home inspectors just fixed the loose knob? They don't do that anymore. They used to. They used to pull out a screwdriver and tighten the knob down. No, they won't do that anymore.
When did they stop?
Liability. I don't know, 5-10 years ago.
Damn.
But yeah, they like, oh, I don't want to touch that. I had a home inspector, not kidding you. There was a little piece of a shelving unit, like an IKEA shelving unit, leaning up against the wall in a kitchen. And he says, oh, I can't check the electrical box. I said, why? Oh, well, the IKEA shelving unit is in front of it. I literally went, skirt. And then he had access to the shelving unit. That was it. But he wouldn't check the electrical box because there was a shelving unit in front of it.
Can anyone just become an inspector? What is this?
Essentially, as long as you pass the test. And the problem is that they're concerned that if I move this and something falls and then you sue me, shut the fuck up. Just do it. Yeah. Do your job. How about what happens if your buyer buys this house and the house burns down? Well, I wasn't able to check it because blah, 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 blah. Legally, I'm protected. Yeah, legally you're protected, but you're a douchebag. I don't know what to tell you. It's true.
I can agree.
That's how I feel. I don't work with that home inspection company anymore, for reference. But like, if that's the way that you guys want to run your home inspections, I want to run them where I'm educating the buyer to their new home. This is their biggest purchase in their lives. They need to know how to take care of it. They need to have a resource for somebody to call when something goes wrong. Why is your home inspector not that person?
Yeah.
Period. We're not asking you to make fixes. We're just saying, hey, when there's a loose knob, show the buyer how to fix it. That's what I think a home inspection's for. Your buyers need to go, learn, and understand so that they can spend the money and the time investing into the things that make sense, not pay some contractor to come in and spend $35,000 on your $200,000 kitchen. $200,000 house kitchen.
Nice kitchen.
Sorry. Anyway, I digress. So the point is, Christian should have sent you an equity review. Have you sent out all your equity reviews yet?
Sent out almost all of my equity reviews. I have a couple more to send out.
How many?
A couple more, probably 10.
How many will you do this week?
10.
Will you?
I will do 10 equity reviews this week.
I didn't even get it on video. Say it again.
I will do 10 equity reviews this week.
At least now you guys can hear it. We're going to get out all of our equity reviews this week and next. So those of you that have not gotten one, look out for it. This is something that we really feel a lot of value is laden into. You want to talk with your real estate agent about building real estate net worth. And if you're going to do that, you have to be investing properly. By spending the right money on the right improvements, you're going to make money in the long run while you own your home.
Boom.
Boom.
Couldn't have said it any better.
What did I say?
Gotta make some money on your home, send out the equity reviews, and know where you're at.
Yeah. I think that's the key, is really having a relationship with somebody that you could trust. And I said it about the home inspectors. I mean it about the real estate agents. I want to make sure that we're a resource of trust and confidence, not selling people shit that they don't need, not encouraging people to do kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, deck remodels and things like that are just bad and poor investment of their money.
It's just another layer of education.
Just a layer of education, like a little pat on the back. All right, team. We're going to run. Christian, how do people reach out to you?
Christian the Deadhead on Instagram and the Deadhead Realtor on TikTok.
If you guys ever want to reach out to us, just Google it. Frank Oliver and Company. You can hit us on Instagram at michael.frank___. I think that's right. Or is it just Michael Frank? It's just Michael Frank. Liv yells at me. Anyway, you can always hit us on TikTok at Frank Oliver Co. All the good things. We hope to see you guys real soon.